Sunday, November 22nd, afternoon hunt. Chasing our setup down at the River Bottom Farm. We hunted down here this morning. We hunted out of the Prodigy set in the pinch. And we saw the old 6x5, a couple other smaller bucks, and a couple does. Most of that movement was early. We sat till noon, and right at noon we had a little 1.5-year-old buck chasing some does around back in the peninsula, but otherwise we didn't see anything in between there. Had intentions of hunting either the North Platte or the South Platte, so we got down, tore the stand down, and I checked cameras. Well, it turns out yesterday I probably should have hunted here instead of going down to my little farm in southern Iowa, because Dak was daylight at 4:15 yesterday afternoon, right here. I assume he came to the pinch. He was on the home camera. And I sat at the truck analyzing where to go. We had him at 4:15, then again at 9 p.m. And I was thinking about going sit the North Platte with this wind to have a chance at Merino and even another chance at him. But as I thought about it, I still feel like the best spot of getting him in bow range, particularly if he's coming this direction, is in the pinch, as opposed to on that food plot. Instead of hunting the Prodigy set, I decided to slide down closer to the park. There's a real heavy trail that goes along the river out of the peninsula through that grass, and then it angles across the pinch and comes into the park or the home camera. And if they do that when you're in the Prodigy set, they're not in bow range. And we've watched deer. We watched multiple deer do that this morning. That's what the Crab Claw 10 did the other night. Last time we saw Dak in the pinch, that's what he was doing. He was coming through the grass. And so I decided, I've kind of had my eye on this spot since we bought the farm. So my first time sitting here. We have a west-northwest wind, so I'm just on the south side of this ATV trail, and blowing our wind similar to how we would in the Prodigy set. I don't think we give up much that would have come in range of the Prodigy set. I think they'll come in range of this stand, and then we can potentially catch deer that come through that grass. If they stay right on the river, obviously we're not gonna have them in range. But this gap between the river and the slough is definitely wider right here. But I don't think, like I said, I don't think we lose much. So hopefully Dak repeats what he did last night. We can get him in bow range. Little buck. down to our last 10 minutes. It was a good sit. We ended up having the first deer we saw was a doe and a young buck. And that buck chased that doe back and forth through that grass along the river. And I figured whatever bucks we saw the rest of the night were all going to go through that grass. That's what happened. Ended up seeing 5 bucks right here. The best one was the Crab Claw 10. It's nice to see him again. Haven't seen him for close to 2 weeks. Good to see him still alive. And then also saw a pile of deer out in the south plot. None of them that resembled Dak, so I don't regret my decision. I'm working the next 3 days, and then it'll be the Thanksgiving break, and I'll be getting out some over that time period, so we'll check back in with you guys then, and otherwise, happy Thanksgiving.